feature someone, and it works. First two drives, as you noted, end up in touchdown passes. I think they're going to keep going to them until defense makes any kind of an adjustment.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. DJ Dallas to return it from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And a short pickup to about the 25. From the 25, here's a 2nd and 8. They run again with Walker. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. Now a timeout called for by the defense. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Well, how about the big guy there showing some agility? He just flowed from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. On 3rd down, here's Walker. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Seahawks will call on Michael Dixon on 4th down to punt this one away. Hardman on the return. And just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over. Mahomes now on 1st down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a 1st down.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide. And these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. 71 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown.
What? What'd you say? I made him spin and then he mugged you, man. Come on, man. Look at it. Spun. There you go.
Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game and no signs of slowing down.
Butker on for the PAT. And it is now 21-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Seahawks take over 1st down at their own 19-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they... It's caught inside the 25! So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Walker now on 1st and 10. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Now Gino. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now it's Smith. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's brought down. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. They'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Nick Bellore. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit. Down 3 scores already. This game was really in danger of getting away from them. They needed a drive like that, especially on the road.
Not only to calm themselves, but maybe tamp down the crowd a little bit because everything was against them. As you noted, this game could have gotten away from them very easily, but instead, the calming drive, now they have a little bit more confidence. Okay, we're back in it. All right, we're ready to go. That was impressive.
And the defense now needs to reciprocate. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Chiefs make over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
19-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Mahomes, he's going to air one out. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
The throw to the middle taken in. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. A give right side for Pacheco. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry. And they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 5. Here's Pacheco once again. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
No gain on the play. It's 4th down.
Mahomes throwing on 4th. And he is caught. And he is going to have the Chiefs first down, and they come up with a big one there to keep the drive moving and then some. Pacheco gets it up the gut. And a short gain here down to the 22. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough and run supported. I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading react.
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked off by Reek Woolen. And the Seahawks are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
First down 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They coming off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball. That cut down the lead. Now the defense does their part, got them the football back.
So now maybe with the touchdown they scored previously, plus their defense making that stand up and getting them the ball right back, momentum may be shifting in their favor.
He lets it fly for Lockett. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, trap those mare under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Off of play action. Here's Smith. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Chiefs are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And with a 21-7 lead already in their hip pocket, probably not a time to get too creative or inventive here. We'll see. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it'll be 2nd down. Here's Mahomes to throw. That's laid out deep for Rice. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And with apologies to Dylan Thomas, apparently they're not going to go gently into the half. They're still out there firing haymakers. They took a chance on a deep ball there, but it winds up incomplete.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. And he's in for the touchdown. The final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
That's a tough combination to defend. You know Patrick Mahomes has the big arm, and he's got the elusiveness and the speed. So even though you force him from the pocket, he's still dangerous.
Bad idea, in my opinion, to force him from the pocket. Do everything possible to hem him in and make him make the throws from right there in the center of it. And look, we know he's got the big arm. You just noted that. But when he gets outside, it puts so much stress on your defense trying to locate where receivers are, make sure you're covering them, and he can throw the ball the length of the field. So you just tell a receiver, just keep going. He'll find him, and he did there.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
At the 26-yard line.
Walker with another carry. And they're able to swing him behind the line, and his rough night continues. Third down now. Those last two plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
So that'll be marked down as a 19-yard punt. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. A handoff now for Pacheco. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. Steps away to his left. And that one going to come up short. Low throw. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, now he'll try and chuck it deep left side. And this is caught. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down at the 2. So close. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Don't let the quarterback out of the pocket, because when that happens, yeah, you may shrink the field with your defense, but it's so easy to lose someone on the backside. And he finds him and picks up a big gain.
Here's Pacheco. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the Seahawks 2-yard line.
Pacheco once more. And this time he will score. Touchdown, KC.
Well, this offensive line has really stepped up to the challenge here, because those Mastodons, they've been sensational clearing holes all game long. And this is great work down here near the goal line to give their back the space he needs to work his way into the end zone.
Oh, and it's no good. He tugged it wide left, and that will keep our score right where it is.
Harrison Butker at a kickoff for Kansas City.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. And quickly they get to the line. And Walker once more. And they're going to get him behind the line his nightmare afternoon continues. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down at 11. And now what's this? They fake the spike. He'll throw it. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
Partner just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
To throw is Smith. Had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Nick Bolton. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. Pacheco gets it and tries the left side. Down to about the 45. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Pacheco gets it again on second down. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on first down quickly negated. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. Now here's Mahomes. Dancing to his left. That's caught inside the 20. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A first down and then some. Give him 29 yards. Toss right side to Pacheco. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. One of the best of the last decade or so, Bobby Wagner in to bring him down.
At the 20-yard line.
Pacheco gets it again on second down. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. 91 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The offense on third down tonight, they've been excellent. 6 for 7. This is 3rd and 4. Again, it's Pacheco. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that, saying, oh, wow. Talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation.
Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. Backed up now from their own 4 as they come up second down. From his goal line here, Smith. And he goes down, and it's in the end zone. Smith goes down in that end zone. That is a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here. That is one frustrated offensive unit.
They under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
Now the free kick comes after the safety from the 20 as they bring the punter on to try and get some hang time here.
And now how about this? The free kick from the 20 going to be out of bounds. And that, of course, is a penalty.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
Here's Pacheco headed right.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. And now they're in the hurry up. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs.
And the Seahawks are going to take possession here at their own 33.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result. There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game, and all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. He lets it fly for Lockett. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball has been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They snap it to Smith. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Julian Love picks it, and the Seahawks are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
A gear for Walker running right.
A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Again, it's Walker.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
2 yards still to go. 3rd down now.
Throwing now is Geno. Knocked away and incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They'll run for it. It's Walker. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. He needed 2. He barely got back to the line of scrimmage. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, giving him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
And it's no good. No, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
At the 37-yard line.
Butker's kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the 1st quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time they were stopped on 4th down, had a drive stalled out. We'll see how they respond this go-around.
I'm eager to see what their mindset is because moving the ball, feeling good, and then that abrupt stop on 4th down, do they go back to the bench and go, oh, boy, they've got something for us? Or do they go to the bench and say, we blew it ourselves. Let's get back out there and move the ball again.
And is it different when you get stopped on 4th versus punt? Is that more motivation for the defense, a little more confidence?
I think as a defense, you're so excited with a 4th down stop. Making a punt, that's your goal anyway. But a 4th down stop, that's almost a sign of disrespect that they went for it in the first place. And when you get that, you feel great about yourselves.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think a part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 4. Smith. He's got his target. That's complete. And now just 3 seconds before the 2-minute warning, they're going to call a timeout here defensively.
First down, Seahawks.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 47. Smith now to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Geno now to throw. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's caught at the 25. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
36 yards. And the Seahawks.
They'll run on 1st down with Dallas. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
They're going to hurry back to the line now. Play action. It's Smith.
And he's got Smith and Jigba.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Trying to ram his way in, but they're going to hold him back at the goal line. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. This is 3rd and goal. This Chiefs defense, they're giving it all they got. Walker, and he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now.
Here we go on 4th. Smith. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
That was quite the call down around the goal line on 4th and goal.
Yeah, they fake the run, pull it out, throw it. And as a defense, I've been in that spot before, and we see it all the time. You almost have to overcommit against the run. You have to almost sell out and say, they're going to run it, go make a play. They got fooled on that one.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that'll make this a 19-point ball game.
Seahawks 20. Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
Just all around a solid performance, and now they've got the 3-score lead here, Charles. So the final seconds of the 4th quarter.
Yeah, in this one, they've been in control, haven't they? They've earned this victory. No question who the better team was out there in this game. And frankly, the score could have been a lot worse than it was. Give them a lot of credit for how they played in this one.
Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Mahomes going to throw it here. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And a little bit of a surprise, they lose the turnover battle. They wind up winning the ball game.
This is very unusual because you know all teams stress winning the turnover battle as a key indicator to winning ball games. So when you get something that goes against the grain like the one we saw here, it's quite the oddity. Now let's face it, they'll be very happy that they pulled this off, but they do know that in the future they've got to work on taking care of the football because this won't happen very often.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports.
The Chiefs victorious here as we say so long from Kansas City.